Hello everyone and welcome back to another installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last we left off, I left the shipwreck. That's a little strange. Let's see. Okay. I was just a little confused. Thought I was a little further ahead than that.
The Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient paragons.
Right.
Have our traditions no value?
And before we go in to see Harrowmont,
Let's get started.
after all, we did just, you know, fight for his honor in the proving. Is there anything else I need in here? Do I get to talk to Harrowmont?
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No
Oh.
visitors are allowed at this time.
I need to go find Doolin first. Doolin,
Right.
Doolin, Greylock. Doolin, Doolin, Greylock. There's a castle red away over here. So we have to go all the way over the tapsters so that we can meet Harrowmont in Harrowmont's estate, even though we were just in Harrowmont's estate. Right. Okay. And just because I feel like it.
I will never get over how quietly you are able to move.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I am not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all had different ways of doing things. Some preferred not to be seen at all, to cloak themselves in shadow and darkness. I realized that it is not such a bad thing to be seen, as long as you do not stand out and are quickly forgotten. I specialized in blending in, not drawing attention and looking like I had every right to be there. It is invisibility, but of another kind.
Ah, yes, but I heard you often seduced your targets. They'd remember you.
Not if they died.
Oh,
Dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. Tell me that isn't a good death.
I don't know if I should take you seriously. But you scare me sometimes.
Yeah, Alistair really chantry raised virgin.
This should
my
be easy
ass.
enough.
Well, I do have to stop by Tapsters anyway, because there's someone here I need to speak with that isn't Doolin. I have to talk with this guy. Or Dell.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a casteless whore claiming she was once mine.
Oh. If you don't take Zerlinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
Could you pretend your child never existed?
I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought. Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Aw. And he teleports. Just tell her to come home. Teleport. Because he really is awkward with those emotional moments. Still Ogren. But Doolin! Hey, Doolamon!
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Basil and Widon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Excellent. Lead the way.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Is he? It's time for me to enter Harrowmont's study. Are you guys ready to meet Harrowmont? Like actually talk and interact with him? Not too bad, I'm going to go in here anyway. Hey, Harrowmont. Harrowmont?
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
And if you pay close attention to his voice, it might sound a little bit familiar. As a matter of fact, the same man who voiced him voices Murdoch. Go ahead and check if you don't believe me. You can hear it, though, pretty obviously. Why would Endrin prefer you over his own son?
You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago.
Really?
His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power.
Uh-huh. Balin's... let's see. You believe you'd be a better king than Balin?
I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the Assembly. Harrowmont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
The Assembly has more power than the king?
The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a Blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king, and right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
As a matter of fact, yeah, I have. What about them?
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
I'll go right now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
You got served, punk! Okay, so that's our new mission. We have to find Jarvia's cartel? Or carta, whatever. Yeah. I cannot talk, and it's a good thing because I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Hope to see you next time where I go and help Harrowmont with the second task. Hope to see you then.